What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to your stimulus package update and daily news report for Monday, November 29th. Hopefully you guys had an incredible weekend, but let's get to the update for today. First, in today's video, we are going to address the Great Resignation. We're going to talk about gas prices and why some experts are saying that the Biden administration does not want to see gas prices come down because at the same time, they're trying to push the American people into buying electric vehicles. We also have a stimulus package update for you today, and I want to talk about what Congress has to get done before the end of the year and why Democrats feel that now things could be a little bit iffy because they were trying to pass their plan by the end of the year and hopefully have a great 2022. So we got all that to address in today's video. First, let's talk about Democrats' plan. Democrats wanted to pass this $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill, in which they did. And former President Donald Trump has been bashing Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell over the fact that he supported this. He was one of those Republicans that actually voted in favor of a bipartisan bill. He said that was not a smart move. But Democrats also had plans to pass a $1.75 trillion human infrastructure bill, which they are still trying to work on, and they want to get this done by the end of the year. Here's what we know. Their plan was to start off 2022 with a huge economic recovery. That would have given Americans more hope of a rebound. We would have seen jobs come back a little bit quicker. The supply chain issues hopefully would be resolved. We wouldn't have worker shortages, right? We wouldn't have a new COVID variant to deal with. However, right now, that is not looking likely. Many lawmakers have said that passing the Build Back Better Act would actually give more Americans additional benefits, and it would potentially keep more money in their pockets. But again, that was if both the Build Back Better Act and the $1.2 trillion bipartisan bill passed, which there's only one that has passed, and it's not the one that's going to put more money into the American people's pockets. So, right now, it's not looking so likely that Democrats are going to start off 2022 based off of where their plans set. Now, multiple senators are actually opposing the current $1.75 trillion infrastructure bill simply because they say it's not exactly what they want. With Congress still needing to agree on the debt ceiling increase and the continuing resolution, the debt ceiling increase has to be agreed to and passed before December 15th. That is our somewhat X date, according to Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. However, we have to see a continuing resolution by this Friday. So the Senate has to come back. They have to work on this, get this deal done. And on top of that, negotiations on the infrastructure bill still have to happen. But according to some, they say those are going to stall. Those are pretty much going to be put on pause until the continuing resolution is passed and the debt ceiling increase happens. So, where do we go from here? What I can tell you is that right now, lawmakers are extremely worried. So is the Biden administration. The Biden administration is being briefed all the time to determine where we're at with this Omicron variant. In South Africa, doctors are telling us and the scientists are telling us that the COVID cases there with the Omicron variant are very mild, and that potentially we don't have anything to worry about. Now, I want to bring up a report that I saw, I think it was yesterday, that I thought was very interesting. Some were saying that the reason why South Africa is bringing in this new variant, now again, bringing in this new variant, they're mentioning it, right? And they're reporting on it is because some say they're trying to get more vaccines. So if they bring in a new variant, hopefully the richer countries like the United States, China, and other countries like that would contribute more vaccines to that country. But at the same time, I want to kind of just bring this up. Why would a scientist first say that yes, there's a new variant which could potentially lead to more vaccines going to that country, but then days after come out and say that the symptoms are very mild, they're not severe, and they're seeing no increase in hospitalizations because of this variant. So that's one thing I just want to throw out there is, yes, I understand the thinking behind it. Let's say there's a new variant, right? Which technically there is. Let's say there's a new one, and hopefully we'll get more vaccines, but at the same time, then you go and combat that with they're very mild, so why would richer countries send vaccines? So I just wanted to bring that up because I know a lot of people have asked, why is it so important? Why are we addressing this new COVID variant when at the same time the scientists are saying it's mild and it isn't what Delta currently is? So I just wanted to bring that up because, again, there's two sides to every story. Now, what we do know is that scientists are still looking into this, but the United States is not going to take any chances. As of right now, as of this morning, the United States is restricting travel to South Africa or from South Africa and 7 other countries as well. However, we do have a neighbor who does have 2 positive cases as of this morning. That is Canada. Canada has confirmed they have 2 positive cases so far. Health experts worry, though, that it is just a matter of time before there are positive cases of the Omicron variant here inside the United States. So, as we know more there, I promise I will fill you in on that news as we get it. But let's talk about where lawmakers stand regarding this variant and the stimulus package or infrastructure bill, whatever you want to call it. What we know is that lawmakers need to pass multiple bills very quickly. This week and next week, they have to pass something. Lawmakers are supposed to go on their Christmas break or recess on December 10th, which is next Friday. So they don't got a lot of time. They have to get this done very quickly. However, some worry that all these new reports are actually going to hurt their chances of getting this infrastructure bill passed, especially as it stands right now. Some are worried that we're going to see continued inflation. Some worry that jobs aren't coming back as quickly as many people have predicted. Yes, the unemployment rate is dropping, but some of the people that were unemployed are just leaving the workforce, so they're not actually being counted anymore. That's an issue. So, what I can tell you right now is that, yes, Democrats still believe that they will be able to pass this $1.75 trillion infrastructure bill, but at the same time, they still have a lot of negotiations to do. So we'll see what happens there. But let's talk about gas prices for a second. And I want to bring this up because according to a few reports, there has been speculation that the Biden administration doesn't really want gas prices to drop. However, because of this new variant, gas prices are most likely going to drop. Here's why. What we are hearing is that, yes, the American people are hurting and their bank accounts are being impacted, and the lower income and middle income working class families are being impacted the most. However, when you put gas prices and high gas prices along with an electric vehicle tax credit, which would bring down prices, what we are hearing right now, and there's speculation of this, is that the Biden administration wants gas prices to go up. They want the $1.75 trillion infrastructure bill with the EV credits. This is $7,500 of EV tax credits, plus an additional $4,500 for union-made manufacturers, right? So if you have a union manufactured car that's an EV, you get an additional $4,500. So what does that bring you up to? $12,000 in electric vehicle tax credits? Okay, so if gas prices go up and EVs, they get an additional tax credit, which brings their price down, this is very enticing to the American people. That, okay, well, gas prices keep moving up, but the electric vehicle is cheaper now. Maybe I go electric. So that's what the speculation is over the past few days, is that the Biden administration doesn't want gas prices to drop. Some experts are saying that releasing 50 million barrels of oil from our strategic reserve Yes, it will help gas prices go down, but it's pretty much just smoke and mirrors. They are saying that it's not going to do much for gas prices, especially the longevity of it. It's going to be very quick. It's just going to be an initial drop, then gas prices will eventually go up again and possibly go up even higher. But it has the illusion that the Biden administration is trying to help. I'm not saying that this is true. I'm not saying that this is false. I am just saying that this is what experts are expecting, is gas prices are going to fall and then they're going to go right back up. But here's something else I want to bring to your attention. One thing that I can tell you is the expectation from experts right now is that gas prices will drop over the next few weeks. There's a lot of speculation right now that gas prices are going to somewhat plummet. Again, they're sitting at like $3.41 per gallon as of right now. Pretty high when we used to be at $2.11 last year. But here's what we are hearing. Gas prices currently sit at $3.41 national average here in the United States. But experts are predicting within the next few weeks, if we see this Omicron variant hit here in the United States, chances are, and if it is as serious as some are saying it could be, then gas price will go from $3.41 nationwide to under $3. We will see gas prices just come plummeting down. But it could be for a very short amount of time. This could happen within the next 2 to 3 weeks, according to experts. But again, we will see how this entire thing plays out over the next couple of months. My guess is over the next 2 weeks to 1 month, we're going to have a lot of answers. We will have a lot of answers coming into the end of the year. So, as we know more, I promise I will fill you in on all those updates as we get them as well. But let's address the Great Resignation. Now, I made a video this weekend talking about remote work and the crisis behind it, how it could either negatively impact home prices and rents, or it could really push them up, how it's going to change the landscape of where people are moving to. Are they moving to bigger cities or more of the suburbs and smaller cities, right? So here's what I want you to understand. Workers are quitting their jobs at record paces in order to find something new. What we have learned throughout the pandemic is a lot of these jobs that many of us have can be done from home, can be done from our cell phones, from a computer. We do not need to sit in an office, a typical office setting. We can do this from home. We can sit at the kitchen counter, or we can sit at the table, and we can get everything done there. We can sit on the couch typing from our laptops, and we could get the same amount of work done, maybe even be more productive. Well, many have turned towards their own businesses, and especially working online, that many people do not want to have that normal 9-to-5 job anymore. Millions have quit due to their ability to do something different. Also, millions have simply quit due to their increase in stocks, crypto, and real estate holdings. And I talk about this in that other video, so if you didn't get a chance to go and watch that, I recommend you do. Okay, talk about the remote work crisis. But what I am addressing is, and employment experts predict the same thing, is we could only see this get worse. Okay, and a lot of this is going to be on the back end of this Omicron variant. With the Omicron variant news over the past few days, many people have, and I've seen this a lot in comments as well, many people are asking, should they be worried if they go into work? Some question whether they will be told to go home and work from home again, and that this is a must. And some people even question whether they should be even looking into different jobs at this time, or should they go and create something on their own? Now, I brought this up this weekend, so go and watch that video, but right now it is a huge question mark as to where do we go from here. Now, as we get more scares like this Omicron variant, and again, I have no idea. I'm no expert. I'm just a guy on YouTube. I read a bunch of articles, watch a bunch of different interviews. Okay, I'm seeing what everyone else is talking about, right? and I condense it all and give you the news. Now, here's what I can tell you. Employers are going to do whatever it takes to remain open. So, and I just want to put this out there. This could mean employers could send all their employees that can work from home or can work remotely, they're going to send them home. Like, go work from home. We do not want you here, because the more people we have in our office actually increases our chances of spreading COVID, whether it's the Delta variant or the Omicron variant. It doesn't matter, right? 99% of the cases currently are the Delta variant. So it is the most popular one. However, if the Omicron variant starts to take hold and starts to impact us, who knows what happens from there. But what I can tell you is this is something that employers are looking at. This is something that lawmakers are keeping a close eye on. This is what the Biden administration is being briefed on, is how is this new variant going to impact us, not just now and in the next couple of weeks, but over the next couple of years as well. Here's what we know at this time, is the American people, if we come out and whether a news outlet, somebody on YouTube like me, or really anybody comes out and says, we got a new variant, be careful. Let's say this happens in 6 months. What happens then? Do we shut down? Do we see lockdowns? Do children stay home from school? Right? What do we do then? That's the question that a lot of people are asking, is, are we going to still have these potential scares? And if we do, how can we address this the best way possible? Is it by passing a $1.75 trillion infrastructure bill? Don't know. Is it by cutting our NDAA spending? We don't know. Is it by increasing our debt limit? How much can we pass the continuing resolution? Hopefully we can, because we got like 4 more days. So we're going to see what happens. And again, as I know more, I promise I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates. But that is what we know as of right now. So again, if you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. Again, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful start to your week. Have an incredible Monday as well. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor. Go ahead, hit that like button. Also, consider subscribing so you never miss an update. And I'll see you guys on the next one.